tough. Jarran Reed is gone. Not yet, but he's going to be gone. Jarran Reed is going to either be cut or traded by 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to assume it's going to be Pacific Standard because that's the Washington time zone. So seems like tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Jarran Reed is gone. Whether it's trade or he's just going to be cut. He was a $9 million cap hit. The Seahawks are definitely in the negative after signing everyone that they've signed. It was kind of a given that Jarran Reed would be kind of let go of. We still don't know if there's a trade on the way, but since there haven't been any reports of a trade happening or any interest in trades from other teams, don't think it's going to be a trade. It seems like he's just going to be cut. That's very unfortunate for Jarran Reed. I mean, you kind of expected it as a Seahawks fan because, of course, he was taking up so much money. I think we'll be fine with Poona Ford and most likely LJ Collier kind of moving into the defensive tackle spot. I mean, the Seahawks have options at defensive tackle, so losing Jarran Reed's not going to be that huge of a problem for the Seahawks. I mean, maybe it'll pan out to be a big problem for us, but on the face, it doesn't look that bad for the Seahawks, at least when it comes to the talent they have on their roster. They can easily move some people into defensive tackle. Poona Ford just extended him. He'll be a pretty decent guy to be in there. He's relatively young as well, so he can only get better. I mean, it sucks for Jarran Reed. He is definitely one of those cap casualties. It's kind of a similar situation to Carlos Dunlap. You know, you don't really want to get rid of him, but you kind of realized he had to be gotten rid of. And that's what really sucks because Jarran Reed, good player. I mean, he said a lot of things about him wanting to stay in Seattle for the long term. He wanted to be in Seattle for the rest of his career. He had a lot of things saying that, but it didn't work out that way. He was getting paid too much money. The Seahawks signed a lot of people. They still have holes to fill, so they got to clear up more money because I think that's only a $9 million cap hit that they're freeing up. And they're pretty close to that, if not already at that, in the negative with the Chris Carson signing, with the other signings they've made with Benson Mayowa and Kerry Hyder, stuff like that. I mean, the Seahawks, they're doing pretty bad on cap space. Of course, it's going to get better in later years, but right now, things are not looking great for the Seahawks when it comes to the cap. They still have holes to fill. You know, KJ Wright probably still needs to come back, or we need to get another linebacker because we only really have two talented linebackers on the roster right now, Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks. I mean, there have been possibilities of Darrell Taylor moving out to linebacker or something like that. I've heard that as an option. We still need a really good corner that can at least be a veteran presence because we have talented corners, but they're all young and very inexperienced. I mean, we have spots that we still need to fill on this team. Wide receiver 3 as well, whether that's Antonio Brown, Dede Westbrook. I know Adam Humphries just got signed by the Washington football team earlier today, so the Seahawks still have things to do. They still have spots to fill. They can get better on the offensive line. There are a lot of things that the Seahawks still need to do, and with this Jarran Reed either cut or trade or whatever that's going to happen tomorrow officially, it really just continues to show that Seahawks are dealing with some cap issues. Of course, every team is dealing with cap issues. The salary cap got lowered this year, and it's going to go up later. So, I mean, this year is just going to be a very weird year for free agency. Hopefully, Jarran Reed will get traded, and we'll actually get something back in return. If not, hopefully he gets signed by another team, and he does well for that team because, you know, Jarran Reed, I like the guy. I like any player that's on the Seahawks, and I wish him the best in the future. I do not hate him by any means. You know, him having a $9 million cap hit sucks for him, sucks for us that we have to get rid of him. But I don't hate the guy. I hope that he does well in his career. Hopefully not against the Seahawks, you know. Hopefully the Seahawks, you know, this will clear up enough space to get what they have done kind of not negative anymore, I guess you could say. But hopefully this move is worth it for the Seahawks because Jarran Reed, definitely a good guy. We'll see what actually happens at 1 o'clock tomorrow because it just says that he's going to be parted ways with. Whether that means being cut or being traded, no one knows yet. But for the Seahawks' sake, hopefully it's a trade. But we'll see what happens. That's it for this video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this Jarran Reed, you know, parting ways from the Seahawks tomorrow. But yeah, who do you think is going to fill in? Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.